So I just watched Bam It's Rouge's my ghost experiences video, and that made me thinking to all of the ghost things, ghostly mishaps, spiritual things that have happened in my life, and I thought felt like sharing. So obviously some people don't believe in it, obviously some people do believe in it. I am a person who believes in it, but I believe that some people fake things to look like real things, but they're like totally staged. But yeah, so Ouija boards. My friend gave my twin friends their Ouija board because they were afraid to have it in their house and stuff, and so now they had it, and then they wanted to play with it with me. Like, whenever I go over there, they always want to play it, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, we need one light on. If we're gonna play it, we need one light on. I refuse to play it with one light on, or no lights on. So, because I'm afraid of the dark. I don't like the dark, because it's like the unknown. Like, you don't know who's behind you, you don't know what's below you, you don't know what's above you, you don't know where you are. I hate the dark. I like light. But I like nighttime, which makes no sense. But I like nighttime with a little bit of light involved. So, what was I getting to? We played it a couple times, but I never really agreed to it. They kind of forced me to play it, and I'd play it with like one hand, and I wouldn't be like into it. I'd be like freaking out. So we never actually like legitimately played it. But my mom played it with them once, but nothing really happened. I don't think. No. So, but this whole ghost experiences mood right now is reminding me of Paranormal Activity 1 and 2, considering there was a Ouija board involved in that and it went on fire. Sorry if I just ruined the movie for you. But I did want to talk about some other things that have happened. One time, this was actually pretty recent when I got my new camera that I film with on my other channel. I was playing around with it, and that day, my mom and my aunt and I were helping my aunt pack for a trip, so I dedicated my room to her. I let her like put all her clothes and luggages in here and let her like everyone go through it. So I was taking random pictures. Obviously I wasn't ever going to use them or post them or anything, but I was just taking random pictures, and all of a sudden I get like these little orbs, like billions of orbs. And my aunt is very spiritual, I guess you could say. Not really negative, but like, not negative, evil, but like good kind of spirits and good things, ghosts around her. Like, do you know what the little orbs I'm talking about? I just closed my laptop, which is a really stupid idea because I was on her video. Wait. Hang on. Like, the little orbs. Like those things. It's like the random circles all over that picture. Those are said to be like orbs and like spirits, and like those is what, like, I think they're called orbs. Pretty positive they're called orbs. But they were in every single picture I took. Like, they were everywhere. They were scattered throughout my room. And I think it's because my aunt is very spiritual. I think she's psychic. You know, that whole idea of that. I think she is. One time we were looking for a parking space, and she picked a random woman out of the crowd who was walking to their car. You could see them like walking from the sidewalk into the street. And she walked in front of us, and my aunt's like, she's gonna go to the fourth car. I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I watch her very closely, and you know, her car, she doesn't click her little car thing to make it light up or anything. There was no way to tell that she was gonna go to the fourth car, and she goes to the fourth car. How did my aunt know that this random woman was going to the fourth car? How did she know that? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm kind of freaked out. So that's why I kind of believe in this whole thing, because I've kind of seen it with my own eyes, and yeah. So that's why I think there were so many like random spirits in my room, because if I take a picture of my room now, nothing. There's no little circles and orbs or whatever. So, but when my aunt's in here, it's kind of like circles, and her clothes are everywhere, so like, I don't know if they infest clothes or something. That sounds kind of mean, but yeah, I don't know. Another experience that my mom, my aunt, my brother have gone through, they've gone to my grandma's house. My grandma's been dead at this point for a while. This was a while ago. My brother was younger and didn't really know anything. Like, he knew, like, 3 words, like, how to speak. Like, he was really young. So, they go into the house, and he starts staring at the staircase. Just, like, staring at it and, like, pointing at it. And he's, like, saying, girl, I think. Or, you know, how the best way he can say girl. And then my aunt's like, Derek, do you see something? And he's like, yeah. And then they get the photo album out, and she's like, do you see the person on the staircase in this book? And he points to my grandma, which was kind of weird because at that point she's been dead probably like a year or 2. And he never really got to meet her, so that's kind of sad. But, he saw her on the staircase, while my mom and my aunt saw nothing, but he pointed to her picture in the photo album, which is kind of weird. But, hey, happens. Also, when my dad and my mom were dating, so that, like, I was not here, I was not existent in this world, but he was sleeping downstairs in his sister's house, so my other aunt's house. Wait, something without, hold on. Do you ever get that weird feeling in your throat? It's just like, ugh, you know? I just got that, ugh. So my dad was sleeping in my other aunt's house, his sister's house, or his other sister's house, and downstairs in, like, the living room, and all of a sudden the cat starts, like, scratching on his feet, and he's like, what? Get out of here, like, go away. So then he gets up, and he just, like, looks in through, like, the door frame. The door frame. I can't draw a door frame. So he looks at the door frame. I can't talk. And sees, like, the figure of a man in a little cardigan. Like, an old man in a little cardigan. And then he kind of, like, disappeared. So, and then the next morning, my dad finds out that an old man died there, and that was probably the old man. Yeah. My grandma has also seen a ghost. It was her dad, she claims. And so she was cutting, like, carrots or something in the kitchen, and for some reason she looked down the hallway, and she just sees this figure of a tall man who she said was her father, but I wasn't there, so I'm not really sure, obviously. And then his figure just goes into the basement door. Like, not like, you know, opens the door, goes through, like, fades into the door. And then she opens the basement door, and there's nothing there. And she looked at, like, every single window to see if there was, like, a shadow or something, and there wasn't. So I freaked out. But I've never seen anything. I think I've heard stuff. I don't know if I've heard stuff. But I've never actually seen anything, well, I've seen orbs, as we went over, if those are even legitimately included, but I think they are. They're pretty legit. Like, why was that night so special that there were little circles in my picture, but if I take a picture of my room now, there's nothing here? Like, that makes no sense. So, believe what you want. I'm not telling you to believe in what I believe in, but those are my stories, and I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Oh, no, I'm not done. So we went to visit the Alamo, which is in San Antonio, Texas. We went ghost hunting there, and I saw nothing. Nothing at all. But they did say that there were different ghosts there and stuff, but I feel like that was more staged because we paid for it, so they wanted us to see something, so I don't know. I didn't really, like, that was kind of like a paid experience. Like, there was a ghost hunter there, and he gave us thermal imaging cameras and stuff. That was kind of fun, but I just felt like that was more staged, not as legitimate as anything else that I've seen. So, tell me your ghost experiences if you have any. I'm probably going to video responses to Bamis Ruji's video, so, yeah, I'm going to go, and yeah, bye.